start with Craig Counsell. We'll start with Scott. Or no. We'll start with Kyle here in the front.
Craig, just what'd you like from Matthew Boyd's outing out there today?
Well, I think the big thing for Matthew was that he made some huge pitches, really with men on third base. The second inning, to get out of that inning without another run scoring, nobody out, man on third. We made a great defensive play, a couple of great defensive plays to help that, but making those zeros after having man on third, no outs, man on third, less than 2 outs, that was a real key.
Megan.
How would you just describe the bullpen today? I mean, they've been so good all season, just to take it to another level.
It was perfect today. I mean, that's what it was. It's 13. It's 14 outs, and I've talked a lot about them helping each other and how that group is connected. And today was a great example of it. They get their outs and they make their matchups the right matchups, and so just a brilliant job. Everybody just executed pitches, made pitches. Can't say enough about what they did today.
And then just, the last couple of days we've asked you about Seiya and just the home runs we've seen from him, at the end of the regular season. Just how would you describe him rising to the moment and just him and Carson in their first postseason game doing that?
As much as anything, I mean, Pivetta was pitching so well. We knew, he's a guy where what's going to happen. He's going to put the fastball at the top of the strike zone, and when he clips the top of the strike zone consistently, which he did an excellent job of, it's difficult. It's a difficult pitch to hit. That's why he's had so much success. So we got, Bushy got a ball down early in the game. Dansby just missed one, and then Seiya got one, and it just those. And I think in the postseason maybe. Hits just change the stadium. It changes the energy of the stadium completely. So it's just about that, and I'm really happy for Seiya. I know he was very, very excited to take part in this and to play in this, and happy he had a big role in it.
Scott, second row on the left.
Craig, you made reference to the pitches Matthew Boyd made to get out of the inning, but the plays by Dansby, there were 3 of them all. How did that kind of just change the whole dimension of the game?
Well, that's why, I mean, we got a bunch of guys that can do that can contribute on kind of all phases of the game. And, the first play, we're down 2-0. They've still got things going. We might have to get the bullpen up, right? And so it was absolutely a huge play. The second one's, almost a harder play. It's not a play that you make a lot, and it's just great athlete, great instincts. The wind probably helped us a little bit there and held the ball up a little bit. It was a beautiful play.
Russell, the right side.
Craig, you've always believed in out-getters as opposed to roles when it comes to your bullpen. For Palencia there in the 5th inning, comes in with a runner on. How confident are you that he gets one of the best hitters in the game who is no stranger to these big moments there, despite the fact that you've never put him in a position like that before?
Yeah, I mean, I think, to me, that's the outing of the game that was critical. He puts, you need outs from your starters in these games. You can't do that for every day. But him throwing up 5 outs and 5 hitters and going through the top of their lineup, the game made sense after that to me. You know what I mean? Like there's a real path right there. So. Credit to Danny for putting the game back together, and those are 5 tough outs, and he did it efficiently, which is we're always, that's the kind of added bonus to this stuff, and you're right, he went on the injured list with a shoulder, had a couple outings coming back, and he was closing. This is the same to me. The where that outing happened and what was the result is like closing.
Go on the left side in the 4th row.
I actually had a Palencia-related question. Was that kind of the plan, to go from Boyd to Palencia, really, no matter what? And also, sorry if I missed this, but has a Game 2 starter been named?
No Game 2 starter is named. No, I mean, there's there's ideas, not firm plans is how I would describe it. Yeah, that was. I mean, I thought Danny was one of the options to be the first guy out of the bullpen, but just an idea.
Kyle.
Craig, just going back to the bullpen. Brad Keller's a guy who transitioned to the bullpen in the past year. Palencia's had his struggles. Just the resiliency of that group, and just kind of showed today. Just what have you seen from them, just as how they've handled the successes and pitfalls of the season?
I think any bullpen guys, the tough part is that when you pitch later in the game, and oftentimes the game is on the line. So when you don't pitch well, your team might not come out on the right side of it, and that's what you got to bounce back from, and that's what you train to bounce back from, kind of the mental training of it. And they've all had those moments, but they've also all been very good, and we feel like we can really pitch them in a lot of spots, and that gives us a lot of flexibility and hopefully puts them in better spots to have success.
Stay here in the front.
Craig, taking Matthew Boyd out before he faced their leadoff hitters for a third time, was that something you saw? Was that decision based on something you saw from Boyd today, or was that kind of your plan heading into the game?
I think it was, can he get enough outs where we can put the rest of the game together? And I thought he did.
Any last ones for Craig? All right, Craig, congrats on the win. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
All right, we'll get started. We have Matthew Boyd, Seiya Suzuki. We have Edwin here with Seiya, and we got some special guests as well. So, first question for these guys. Megan, up in the front.
Seiya, you talked on Sunday about watching the YouTube video of the fans, the crowd. How would you describe the experience and what it was like rounding the bases in that moment?
その日曜日にYouTube ビデオを見てて、観客の話とかファンの皆様の話とかで、今日の環境、そのホームランを打った後にベースを回ってた時の感じる、気持ちはいかがでした？
いや、とりあえず最高でした。ファンの皆さんの熱気もすごかったですし、終始鳥肌が立っているというか、シーズン中に感じられないこの緊張感だったりとか、すごく楽しんで今日のゲームを終えることができました。
I mean, just simply put it, it was fantastic. I mean, you just felt the passion of the fans, the cheering us on, and, rounding the bases. I mean, I felt some nerves, obviously, but I mean, great feeling overall.
Go to the second row here on the right side.
Matt, I saw you coming out of the bullpen to warm up a little bit. I know you hyped up the crowd a little bit, but then I saw you take a moment in center field just kind of by yourself. What was that like? What was going through your mind before that?
Yeah, usually that's kind of a typical pre-start for me, but I guess it's kind of changed over like my time. That's just a moment to just remember that I'm a big leaguer. Remember that I get to pitch in a big league stadium today. I get to pitch in Wrigley Field, and just kind of taking the moment. And it's pretty special, something that's not lost on me. And it was exciting to. It was just, you could feel the energy today, and it was a fun moment just to sit back for a second and man, this is something special you'll never forget.
Go to the far left towards the back.
Matthew, the couple plays by Dansby today saved at least 2 runs. Just the defense as a whole, that's obviously a big confidence boost for pitchers. But what did you see from your teammates out there today? They were making all the plays.
Yeah, they were making great plays. It gives you, pitching in front of this defense gives you a ton of confidence. It's, Dansby, it's just like, you pick a day and you get to pick a new hero, because it's like, they're always flying around. Carson was great behind the plate. Nico made some great plays in the infield. Dansby made those huge plays, that ball going back on. Seiya made some plays out there. Pete made some plays. Happer, you just go around. Matty had that, stab that ball in the first inning. It's just, that's kind of our brand of baseball, right? It's and it gives you a ton of confidence when you're out there as a pitcher, just to fill it up and know that the guys back there, they're going to do their thing. It's pretty awesome.
Jay, third row in the middle.
Seiya, if you could share the name of your special guest here with you at the press conference, and if he had any sort of reaction to your big swing or any sort of thoughts about your play today.
まず今今日連れてきたスペシャルゲストの名前とホームラン打った時、彼のリアクションはいかがでしたか？
彼の名前
とリアクション。
ヒロ君、名前ヒロ君って言ってみ。シャイボーイ。名前はヒロトですね。
ヒロト。
はい、ヒロト君ですね。で、いやもうホームラン、ボイドがすごい頑張ってくれてましたし、なんとか突破口を開きたいなっていう思いで打席には入ったんで、それがホームランにつながってすごく良かったですし、そこからこう流れに乗ってチームの球場の雰囲気も素晴らしかったですし、本当に選手だけじゃなく球場を含め全員の力で勝った勝利だと思うんで、すごく嬉しいです。
ヒロト君のリアクションはホームラン。
なんか泣いてたみたいです。はい。
His name's Hiroto, and his reaction was he was crying. But just with the home run, I feel like it was a breakthrough moment where it was a decisive moment with I think with feeling the crowd and the passion they had, and with the way Boyd was pitching too. I think in that moment, I think the fans really got behind us, and I think for one, I want to thank the fans too.
Megan in the front.
Matt, 2 questions for you. First, in the past week, Craig's talked a lot about doesn't matter who, but some guys are going to have to step up in the postseason. Just what was it like seeing 3 guys in their first postseason game drive in each of the runs, and just seeing guys step up in that way in those moments?
It's our brand of baseball, right? I've said that a few times already today, but it's like, and that's who we are. We're not dependent on one guy, and I believe no moment is too big for anybody in our lineup, anybody in our bullpen, in our rotation, and it's like you don't know who's going to be the guy tomorrow, or today, but it's awesome when it happens, and no surprise that it was Seiya and Carson today doing that thing at the plate. It was pretty awesome, and it was fun to watch from the dugout.
And then just the bullpen, obviously what they've been doing this season, just how would you describe what the group collectively has meant, and then just watching them be perfect in relief of you?
I mean, they've been awesome all year. We've had multiple, it's throughout the season they've been steadfast, and it's been awesome. They've again, same kind of thing. You pick a guy down there, they're going to be the hero for the day, and guys have stepped up in huge spots. And it was today, from Danny coming in and picking me up to, you got something? Just, Brad and Kit, and it just, it was, I'm forgetting somebody in there, but it was awesome. And those guys, they've done it all year. They did it today, and they've been huge for us.
Kyle?
Seiya, when you signed here, it was in part to have moments like this and get the Cubs back into the playoffs. So just, from the time that you signed to now, just to finally have this moment, what does that mean to you?
カブスと契約した時には、これを目標にして、カブスをまたプレーオフに導くっていうので、ここ数年全部の体験を含めて今この瞬間はどういう意味を持ちます？
ずっとポストシーズンはここ3年間ずっと出れなくて、シーズン終わってからテレビで見ることしかできなかったので、すごく悔しい気持ちでずっといて、今年こうやってチャンスをもらえて、みんなで162試合切磋琢磨して、苦しい時も乗り越えてみんなでここまで来れたんで、本当に長くこのチームメイトとたくさんやりたいですし、それを目標にここに来てこういう舞台でやれたっていうのは、そして今日勝てたっていうのは本当に嬉しいことだなっていうふうに思います。
Yeah, so with the previous 3 years, we couldn't make it to the playoffs. So, I was watching the playoffs on TV, and, there was a sense of frustration. But, this year with this team, this teammates, we've battled for 162 games, with the difficult times and the good times, everything included. So, just it felt great. And especially with the win, I'm just kind of looking forward to, keep on playing, keep on grinding out with my teammates, and hopefully play as long as we can together.
Take two more, one down here in the front, then we'll go to the left side, and then I think we have one or two in Japanese.
Seiya, is there any way to explain the home run binge you've been on this week? Do you know, is there any way, anything that caused it or created it, or is it one of those things that is just inexplicable?
ここ1週間に打ってるホームランの数っていうのは要因とかありますか、それとももう説明できないっていう感じですか。
そうですね、説明できないですね。なんで自分がここまで打ててるのか正直分かんないですけど、もうシーズンも終わって気持ちを切り替えてポストシーズンモードで入ってるんで、今日のホームランは本当に自分だけの力じゃない自分が思ってる以上の力が出て周りのみんなに打たせてもらったホームランでもあるんで、すごく嬉しいですし、何よりチームが勝ったっていうことが1戦目取れたっていうのがすごく大きいことだと思います。
Yeah, I mean, I can't really explain it. I think with the past week coming into this game, I feel like there's been a playoff switch that's been turned on, and I think with today, it's not just me. I think that homer was just a result of all my teammates being there and supporting me, all the fans. I think everybody was involved in that, but I can't really explain it. And I think with the win, win, home run. Obviously, I'm very happy.
Go to the back left.
Say, Nick Pivetta threw so many fastballs today. Was that just what you're looking for when you came up there and hit the homer?
ピベッタ投手は今日まっすぐをたくさん投げてたんですけど、打席ホームラン打った時にはそれを張っていました。
1打席目からまっすぐ、なかなか前に飛ばなくて、球速ガン以上に強さを感じていたので、もうとにかくまっすぐに的を絞って積極的にいった結果がああいう結果になったのかなと。
Yeah, so with that first at bat, I can get that fastball out in front, and it just felt faster than what it was popping up on the radar gun. So with that at bat, I was just thinking fastball and staying aggressive with it.
We have a couple in Japanese. Any questions in Japanese? Take one here in the third row, and then over here on the right.
どうもお疲れ様です。ナイスバッティングでした。すごく今のご自身がそこまでなぜこれだけ打ててるかわからないっていうことをおっしゃってましたけれども、ただこの最近の感覚っていうのは鈴木選手週間 MVP も5月も取ってたりして前半戦もすごい調子いい時もあったと思うんですけれども、今一番今季でいい感じになっているっていうような手応えがあるのか、その辺の今の状態についてもう少し詳しく教えていただけますでしょうか。
そうですね。いやちょっとわかんないですね。もうとにかくポストシーズンは勢いだと思ってるんで、どんどん積極的に振っていって、勢いを相手に負けないようにとにかく自分のスイングを数多く出していこうっていうふうにやってるので、それがいい方向につながってると思うんですけど、僕よりボイドに話を聞いてください。
Over here on the right.
すみません。こういうふうな形で会見をするってその子どもたちと一緒にね、でボイドさんって結構いつも子どもを連れてくるんですけれども、こういうことでもうちょっと日本の野球もこういう形でもっとファミリーの感覚が出ていけばいいなとかっていうふうに思います。
そうですね。アメリカの野球のいいところでもありますし、こうやって記者会見とかで子どもが来るっていうのはなかなかないことなので、すごく子どもにもすごくいい経験になると思いますし、子どもに夢を見させるっていうのも親としての仕事でもあるんで、すごくいい環境だと思ってます。僕いいんでボイドに話聞いてください。
All right, Matthew, Seiya, thanks for coming in. Thank you, Edwin. Congrats on the win. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Andrew Kittredge will be the Cubs starter for tomorrow.
Go Cubs, go!
すごい。はい、ひろくんも言ってみ。Go Cubs, go! Go Cubs, go!
Go, go, go!
Yeah!